Hello guys, Jerry speaking. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, episode number 697, the redo edition, because I accidentally deleted the episode by accident because of probably difficulties on my end, but you know what I'm at. But anyway, today we'll go over Biography about Keanu Reeves. So let's read that, shall we? So we got for us. Written by Emily Heaton, illustrated by Olga Lee. Here we go. Published by Global New York Leads, copyright 2025. Our reserve seat here is Keanu Reeves trying to get ready for some things like that. But anyway, here we go. Come on, let me focus. Anyway, Keanu Charles Reeves was born September 2nd, 1964. Okay, and was born like that. Anyway. His parents named him Keanu, which means cool breeze over the mountains, okay? And Hawaiian, to honor his father's Chinese Hawaiian heritage, okay? Soon after, the family moved to Sydney, Australia, where his sister Kim was born, okay? Good enough, I guess, so there you go on that, even though it's an Australian place, so there you go. Next page. Anyways, Keanu was still a toddler. His parents' marriage ended. Wow. Keanu, Kim, and their mom moved to New York City to start over. Wow. His mom got married again. This time to movie director Paul Aaron. Wow. Okay. The marriage didn't last. Keanu's stepfather Paul paid in his life even after his family moved to Toronto, Canada. Even though Canada was a good idea to start with. Anyway, Keanu was 7. Wow. In Toronto, his mother worked as a costume designer for famous rock stars, heavy metals, that is. Anyways, Keanu worked between her studio on weekends to earn money. Wow. When Keanu was 12 years old, his mother married a third time, and his sister Kiara was born. Wow. Hold on. It makes sense anyway, even though he had great ideas in mind. So there you go with that. Next page. Anyways, Keanu's family moved around the block in Toronto. Always being a new kid at school was hard. Wow. So Keanu escaped to the movies. And he still discovered the fear. Wow, okay. He loved acting and playing different characters. A local comedic peer gave him the perfect place and put on the show and made new friends to do it with. Wow, okay. His performance in small roles was in Romeo and Juliet caught the eye of the talent agent. And acting jobs in commercials and Canadian TV shows soon followed. Can't make sense anyway, even though he has a sword on him, so there's a difference in the fight. So there you go on that. Next page. Anyways, one summer vacation, Paul let Keanu work as an assistant on the set to the movie he was directing. Keanu carried ice and drinks for the actors and helped with other small tasks, okay? He watched closely and learned how first films were made, something like that. Anyway, the teamwork between the actors and the crew was his favorite part. Well, okay. Keanu struggled in school, but sports came easily to him, something like that. He played ice hockey in high school. His skill as a goalie earned him an MVP award and a nickname, The Wall. Wow, okay. Makes sense anyway. Anyways, he got years later. Here's my years later. Anyway, he got to play the goalie again in his first movie, Youngblood, and that makes total sense anyway. He got to do something about this. Next page. Anyways, Keanu went to 4 different high schools in 5 years. The last school focused on performing arts, which seemed perfect for the brilliant actor. Makes sense anyway. But Keanu had a hard time fitting in and following the rules. Well, okay. Even though he would always continue reading and learn his own. So my God. Keanu never graduated from high school at all. Wow. Instead, he signed up a theater class to focus on becoming a better actor. When he was 20 years old, Keanu felt ready for better things. He packed up his car and drove from Toronto to Los Angeles, where Paula helped him pursue his Hollywood dream. Wow. It kind of makes more sense anyway, even though it's a great idea. You gotta at least do something about it. Next page. Anyways, after a few years on small parts of commercials, TV shows, and movies, Keanu finally made it big. In 1989, he started hitting movies like that Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, which I'll talk about that more jokes pretty soon. Be looking out for it. But anyway, and about two best friends to travel through time and then phone booth so he can pass their history test and save the world. Good enough. The air guitar playing dudes who used the California suburb slang for some of their most excellent lines. Excuse me. Anyways, were sweet but not so bright. Good enough, I guess. Many fans confuse Keanu with Ted. School's character. Good enough, I guess. Like I said before, but I know it's hard, but Keanu chooses to ignore the bogus criticism. He focused on working with talented people he could learn some of that from and continue to party on, as Ted was saying. And I agree with that 100%. You gotta always do something how much he could rock on. You can do something about it. Next page. Anyways, in 1991, Keanu put down his air guitar to play a real bass guitar in the band called Dog Star, which he formed with a drummer he met in the grocery store to check out lines like that. The band recorded albums and toured the world in between Keanu's busy movie-making schedule. Good enough. Keanu continued to stretch himself as an actor, starting comedies, dramas, and action thrillers like that. Anyways, but fame was never his goal. He just loved acting, especially in plays by William Shakespeare. Good enough. He could even turn down the chance and to star the sequel to his hit action movie Speed, so he could play the lead of Hamlet in the small Canadian theater. And that makes more perfect sense anyway. So there you go. You can do that in any way. So it's perfect for you. So anyway, next page. Anyways, in 1999, Keanu made a film that changed movie making forever. The special effects and action scenes of Matrix looks different from any other movie. Wow, okay. Keanu trained had hard to prepare a play character Neo. He spent more time learning the material arts than it took to make the entire movie. Wow. It makes sense anyway, so there you go on that. It can happen anyway for Neo. Next page. Anyways, Speed is just the title of one of Keanu's hit action movies. He loved going fast in real life as well. He learned to serve this movie Point Breaks, my dad. Anyway. And as he got lessons in the race car driving, so he can do his own driving stunts in the John Wick movies. But his real life is more motorcycles. The joy he shares with the Toy Story 4 character he voiced it, Duke Kaboo, which I saw in theaters in 2019. Anyways, he would give stunt actors from The Matrix their own motorcycles to fake them for their work. And that makes more perfect sense anyway. I will talk about Toy Story 4 and Born Jokester pretty soon, but you gotta understand too, that makes more perfect sense anyway. Better or not. Next page. Anyways, we're almost done here. But anyway, when he's not performing, Keanu enjoys living a quiet life away from Hollywood. Wow, okay. Because he's so private, people can decide whenever they catch a glimpse on him. A photo eating alone in the park bench. Inspired fans will add funny captions and images of their own version of Sad Canoe and share on the internet. This is called a meme. And Keanu's memes are very popular. And that is perfect sense anyway. So there you go. You can have it anyway from the low side of Keanu in any way, shape, or form. Next page. Anyways, Fans also love seeing videos of Keanu being a down-to-earth, helpful guy growing up. Like when he was give up the seat to a fellow passenger on the New York City subway when he shared a van ride in LA with other stranded airplane travelers. But Keanu never doesn't think he's doing anything special. Like Bill and Ted, believes we should all be excellent to one another, each other. It's gonna be good. Exactly. Keanu helps people in small ways, in this very big ways. He donated millions of dollars to cancer research in the children's hospitals and raise money for SCORE, a group that helps support people living with spinal cord injuries. And that is a proper way to make sense. It can happen anyway, so there you go. It can make more difference anyway from that shape before. Last page book says this. Keanu is more popular than ever, and so are his films. He continues to work hard to be the best actor he can be. And he wants to keep going until he makes 100 movies or more. Makes sense anyway. That's great news to his fans. Party on, Keanu. And that is a proper way to make that story happen. I want to be his Keanu Reeves movie because I want to direct him, by the way. That is a perfect sense anyway. Excuse me. So let's go book about biography about Keanu Reeves. When I read this book, it was amazing. Excuse me. So far, this book was a success. That was Bedtime Stories episode number 697. Hope you enjoyed. So it's going to be another Bedtime Stories episode number 698. I have to say it's real this time, which will be about Home of the Range. We'll go book release. Now, excuse me, guys. Get that up, these two videos uploaded. And I get ready for Pepperhead Jokes, episode number 17, after I get posted on social media. Because after this is over, I really need to get some sleep pretty soon. Because that'll be something I really want to do after this is over. Till next time, so join us, my baby. Good morning, Susan out. See ya.